Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome back. We're going to get your reading for November 27th to December 3rd. There we go. We're changing months up, starting off this week with a bang. By the way, we are filming with my hands on the table today, and if you can't tell by my voice, I'm feeling a little sick, so that's why we're doing this format. But let's dive into your reading. We have Treasure Island coming out for you, Aries. I love this for you. All right, and as you can imagine, having the Treasure Island card is a very good thing because it represents an abundance, some blessings coming forward. I'm seeing here finances that specifically I'm seeing money that will allow you to do something that you want to do. Like extra money comes in at it seems like the last minute. I don't know, maybe it's like some of you watching are wanting to do something, like you may be invited out to do something and you're like, it's not that I'm like broke, but like I don't know if I want to spend extra money on this thing. And it's like weirdly synchronized. It's like either you go out and do it anyways, and then some money for the exact amount you spent comes to you. Like if you go out, you decide, okay, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna have fun, treat myself, and then you end up spending like $27. All right. I feel like the next day you might wake up with like $27 in your bank account because something or other. I don't know. I'm seeing something unusual like that. Some of you guys may be feeling like the universe is playing tricks on you as well, because you may be having that happen to you a lot recently, or, you may be feeling like you want to do something and it's like the exact amount of money or the exact opportunities you need come forward so that you can do it. It feels very synchronized. It feels very much like the universe is playing along here, which is really cool. Your energy oracle is the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel. Okay, so this month, or this week, why do I keep thinking this like month? Maybe this week is setting the tone for the month ahead for you, which would make a lot of sense. We're starting December off this month with a bang, it feels. But this is showing new information coming in. So some of you guys may be picking up some new skill. I don't know why I'm seeing instruments very strongly. Some of you may be learning a new instrument, or maybe even a new language, a new skill, something of that sort. But I'm also seeing like just general connection with spirit and having a really big epiphany this week. Epiphanies all round. Aries, I feel like recently you must have made some sort of big change or choice, and it almost like freed your soul up a little bit, because it feels like there's no more what ifs, no more like, should I do this, should I not do this, or like no more waiting in limbo. If you were waiting in limbo for anything, it feels like there was some changes that took place in these past few months, especially in November. And it almost like freed your soul, and you feel a lot more comfortable, peaceful, at ease now. And like there's some energy that's freed up for you, some space that's freed up for you. And because this space has freed up, it's like, oh my gosh, I could do a lot more now. Like I can spend time learning that thing that I want to learn. I can, focus on this thing that I want to focus on more, something like that. All right, we're going to get some clarity though with the tarot here. First card out is the 8 of Swords upright. So this shows a lot of strong emotions. I'm feeling overthinking in the very beginning of the week, which is not surprising to me because we start this week off with the full moon in Gemini on the 27th, and Gemini is a very talky sign, okay? Communication, ideas, just being bombarded with like different choices that you can make, different directions that you could take in life. And I see like just sort of like a little bit of overthinking maybe in the weekend leading up to this week, but let's see how the week progresses. King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like this overthinking that we were just talking about is a very temporary state. It may even last like less than a day. Like maybe it's just like 1 or 2 hours in the morning or the afternoon, and you're just like overthinking things in your head about things. But then you get back on track and centered, and I see you getting really into your creativity. And I just feel this energy of peace. Like if the things that are going on in your life feels right this week, like you just feel like you're on the right track And again, there's this like freeing sensation that I keep picking up on. Like, it's like, oh my gosh, I no longer have to do this. Some of you guys, this freeing sensation is a responsibility that's no longer yours. And I don't know why the example that I'm like wanting to use is like, oh my gosh, finally, like I don't have to keep like picking so-and-so up from school every day anymore because they found another ride or something. You know, it could be something as small as that, but it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do with this extra time that I have now? It's so fun. It's so nice. Or like, say you get a new roommate and you're like, oh my gosh, like I don't have to pay all of this each month. That's so great. Like, what am I going to do with all this extra money? So it feels like space is being freed up. Time may be being freed up, or your money may be freed up. Whereas previously it might have been a little bit restricted, but it really feels this week like just this freeing energy, and that causes you to get into some creative thinking and like, oh, okay, like I can do a lot with this, and you have a lot of ideas that you can work with. Now, I'm also seeing a very mature, beautiful water sign, masculine energy coming forward. They don't have to be a water sign, although they can be. Sun, moon, rising, maybe Venus, and that would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And I feel like, I don't know, like Aries. For some of you, this is just someone who is like really into you and taking the right path with you. I'm seeing divine timing playing into a certain relationship in your life, whereas previously there might have been some anxiety or just not knowing like how this is going to work out. I feel like your spirit guides are smiling at you when it comes to a certain friendship or romantic connection in your life, because, you know, it had to turn out a certain way, and it may not have made sense while you were going through it. Like, there may have been some blockages or just some like little everyday hiccups, you know, adult problems when it comes to intimacy and connection, and spirit is just smiling and laughing because it feels like if you didn't go through those hiccups and those challenges, you wouldn't have like ended up with this King of Cups in your energy, which is a very good person to have around. Like, you want kings in your circle, right? People who are mature, a good partner, emotionally available, creative, psychic, spiritual, and just like emotionally sensitive and aware, while having good boundaries as well, and respecting your emotional needs and being able to really hear you and work with you. There is someone in your energy field this week who has these attributes, and I just see things working out beautifully with them. I don't know. Third card out is the Nine of Cups. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, guys, there's so much happiness here. Nine of Cups is the card of contentment. Being happy on your own will allow you to be happy in your relationships and with other people. And I am seeing here that you guys may have made some choices or even just epiphanies, realizations recently to really focus on your own life, your own projects, goals, you know, desires, ideas, etc. Instead of like being codependent and like people pleasing and constantly pouring into other people, which you may have done in the past. I feel like you're like, you know what? Why am I sitting here in my head getting anxious, over worried about the people around me? Like, they'll be fine. You know, they're on their own journey, and they're going to be just fine. For some of you, this could even be a kid that you're worried about. You know, you may have a child, a teen, and you're sitting here overthinking, over worried because, you know, they may be starting school, or, well, I mean, it's November, December. I don't know who starts school at this time of year, but, or like they may be like just being more independent, or like, you know, doing their own thing a little bit more. And you're just overthinking it. And it's like, well, you know what? Like, you have this epiphany, like, this is really enriching and good for them. Not only for them, but this also gives me more time and space. And like, you start to look at it in a different perspective. This can even be a partner as well. Like, maybe you have less time with a certain partner or friend in your life. And initially you may be overthinking that, worrying about it. And then you like, it's like your mind and your perspective on it shifts and turns into this happiness, because you're like, you know what, this is a good thing, because this will be very enriching for us. You know, absence makes the heart grow fonder. And on top of that, like, I have all this space, all this time to just do what I want to do, or like focus on other areas that bring enrichment and happiness. So it feels really good. There's a lot of happiness here. Second row of cards out, we have the Five of Cups. Okay. I am seeing some, I don't know why I want to say homesickness for some of you, missing a location. I'm feeling right off the bat for a lot of you, missing a hometown, missing your family, old friends, something like that I'm seeing here. This could also be grieving. Okay, if there's anyone in your life who's passed away, who you're just thinking about a lot this time of year, I am seeing that for a lot of you. To be honest, you guys know that I don't just read into the positive. I read into everything. I'm a neutral reader, neutral medium here. And you know what? That happens. I would be lying to you, all of you, if I said, 100% of everything this week's going to be fine. It's never like that. Life is neutral. There's positives, there's negatives, there's up, there's down, there's darkness and light, and that is what makes it worth living. That's the fabric of this world. And I am seeing here a feeling of like longing or like missing something that's no longer in your present day reality. And you know what, Aries, I don't know why I want to say for some of you, I'm feeling like someone is missing you too. And I got like two different people here for you guys. So take whichever one resonates. For some of you, I'm seeing that your mother misses you. Okay. For others of you, I am seeing that this is like someone you've been romantically involved with. And there's a lot to unpack there. So it'll depend on who you are that's watching. For some of you who you feel more resonant with the romantic one, I feel like this is someone you're at a long distance relationship with. I'm also seeing someone who you may have recently decided to just be friends with, but you have like a romantic sexual past, and they're actually like starting to wonder, was that the right choice? Is what I'm seeing here. But weirdly enough, I'm also, this is a weird message. For some of you guys watching, I feel like there is an ex that's really old, like from your past. I'm seeing like particularly like 10 plus years that you haven't seen them or been with them, okay? And I feel like they're randomly missing you. And for some of you guys watching, you may actually notice that. Like they may, for example, like if you're active on Instagram and you post stories and stuff and they don't follow you, but like you may notice they watch your stories sometimes and you're like, that's very unusual. Thanks for telling me you're stalking me though. So I am seeing that. Or some of you may have recently run into someone that you used to date or like be very close with like 10 years ago. I don't know why the number 10, like 10 years is coming up here. So think about it, guys. If that resonates with anyone, if anyone in particular is coming to mind as I say this, then that is who is missing you right now. Or it's your mother, so give her a call, hang out with her if you can. Okay. We have the Six of Pentacles, which shows mutual attraction, mutual give and take. And it's right underneath that King of Cups here. So these are lovely relationship cards, honestly. So if any of you are dating someone who this King of Cups really resonates with, I feel like this is someone who's mature, who's loving. And the Six of Pentacles confirms that they do have mutual attraction to you and they want to do right by you. I really feel guided to say that they want to do right by you. They wouldn't want to hurt you in any way. And them not wanting to hurt you may have actually caused complications. For example, like if you're long distance, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't want to cause Aries any anxiety, like maybe this is just not going to work, maybe we should separate. It's almost like something weird and complicated like that for some of you. I don't know. Also with Six of Pentacles though and Treasure Island, I mean, guys, this is receiving that money, those bonuses from the universe, and some sort of help as well. I am also seeing the opportunity for a lot of you to be generous this week, which is beautiful. And the final card out, we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay, another unusual message. I feel like some of you, this person from the past who's missing on you right now, I feel like you're not in contact with them at all. Okay, and I am getting like a shadowy message. Not for all of you, so only take it if it resonates. But for some of you, this could be someone who, like, I don't want to say they frighten you, but it's just like, I'm getting like almost like a creepy energy. Like you have very strong boundaries with this person. And it's like there's a reason you're not in contact with them anymore, but they're still like looking at you, thinking about you, missing on you. And I think you would be surprised because it feels like you haven't seen this person in years. Okay, but their energy is showing up in this reading because that's how strongly they're thinking about you this week. And I don't know if they've consistently been thinking about you like this. To be honest, it feels like, I don't know why, like random, like they randomly started thinking about you again and feeling these ways again. It doesn't feel like it's been consistent. So I don't know if they like recently got into a breakup or a big argument, or like if something changed for them, but I am seeing that, which is very unusual. Like, I think you'd be surprised if you found out this person was like really, really thinking about you, missing you, because it doesn't feel like you're contacting them. Okay. Like, so Queen of Swords in reversed, it's someone who's cold. Communication is cold, short, or non-existent, honestly, like unavailable. Yeah. Interesting. You know what I'm getting? They could be feeling very intensely towards you because they can be single now or like lonely now is what I'm seeing. So that's an interesting message. All right, Aries, you have a good week here. It'll be a very good week. I see a lot of happiness in your life and creativity and a feeling of freedom, which is amazing. There are definitely people missing you. And some of you guys may be a little homesick as well, but money is looking good. Love's looking good, so enjoy it, okay? Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Watch for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this week ahead. And if you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my goddess energy intention oil there and my spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.